Okay, so in this exercise, we're going to complete the truth table, and we're given the truth table headings. And this is a great exercise for reviewing what we learned in our previous section about connectives. So we have the negation, we have the conjunction, we have the disjunction, and we have the implication. So what we're going to do is we got two propositions, and that means we're going to have 2 to the 2 number of lines in the truth table. So that gives us 4 lines, and why we have 4 is because this gives us all the ways in which the truth values can be assigned to the proposition P and the proposition Q. So these are the 4 different ways. You can have P is true and Q is true, or you can have P is true and Q is false, or you can have P is false and Q is true. And lastly, you can have that P is false and Q is false. For the negation, what we do is we flip it. We flip all the values. So we have P, and so we take that and we flip from T to F, from T to F, from F to T, and from F to T. We can do the same thing with the Q column. So we have from T to F, F to T, T to F, and lastly we have F to T. Okay, so we have P and not Q. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the P column and we're going to take the Q column and we're going to use the conjunction or the AND function. And with the AND conjunction or the conjunction operator, we got to make sure that it's true only when both of them are true. So in this case, we have T and F, so that is false. We have T and T, while both of them are true, so that means that the AND will assign a true value to it. We have F and F, but we don't have any truth in that, so that's false. And F and T, both of them are not true, so they are false. Okay, so we have a disjunction, and we have the not P or the Q. So we look for the not P, so there it is right there, or not Q. So we're looking at these two columns right here, and we're looking at the OR. Remember, the OR, or the disjunction, assigns a true value if there is at least one of the propositions is true. So in this case, we have Q is true, not P is false, but the disjunction only cares about having at least one. So there is at least one right here, so that's true. Well, we have both of them are false, so the disjunction assigns a false value. We have true and true, so the disjunction would assign a true value, and there's at least one value here that's true, so that's true as well. And we're almost done. We have this last column that we need to do. So we need to do this column here with the implication of Q. Now remember, the implication is false only when this is true and this is false. So the implication is false only when this is true and this is false. Okay? So this is false and this is true, so that's true. We have false imply false, that's true. We have true imply true, that's true. And we have true implies false. And no, that gives us a false value with the implication, because remember, this is false only when the first proposition is true and the second proposition is false. And we're done.